Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Path of Exile 2. And tomorrow we are going to get a new update, a new patch. And a lot of people are going to start on a fresh economy server. So they are going to level up characters. Now I'm going to show you guys the best way how you can level up your warrior. So it's not overcomplicated. But you need to understand a couple of mechanics and then you will fly through the campaign and you will be really quick in the end game. So I leveled this warrior, he's level 40. Why level 40? Because at level 40 I got my 3 support gems on Mace Strike and I'm almost at the end of the leveling. So I'm in Act 3 at the moment. So let's get started. So the moment that you start with your warrior, there are 2 spells, so I'm going to show you guys the spells or the skills that you need to use. A little bit later I will show you guys the skill tree because that's very important, and then you will fly to the game. But it's important that you clear really fast. You got the skills on a warrior for that, and that you go really fast, that you got defensive stats. I like life regen a lot. That's very strong, so you will see, I will show you guys how you can get really quick a nice amount of life regen. And mobility, of course. So first of all, you start this game and we are going to use a mace. So you will get, if you use a mace strike. So at the start you probably need to go with close combat and with lacerate. So that's very important. That's the start. You will use your mace strike most of the time to hit enemy single target, and that's it. So it will get stronger and stronger, and I like it a lot, mace strike. So it's a very strong, just standard skill that you got. So that's the start. So you will see that you get mace strike, and then the second skill that you start with, or what I think is the best you start with, is rolling slam. So rolling slam at the moment, so you're just going to roll on enemies, you're going to stun the enemies, and it's very good. And they buffed this, by the way. So now you can see it's still 1.5 seconds. Tomorrow, when the patch goes live, it's 1 second. So it's only 1 second that you're going to need to cast the rolling slam. You will keep using this until you get leap slam, and then you switch. Another one that you will use is Herald of Ash. So Herald of Ash is going to let you explode packs. So it's very important that you got this. So Herald of Ash, normally you will get it, I think, if you are in Act 1 here. So because Herald of Ash is using Spirit. And here, if you kill this boss, the King of the Mist, you will get 30 Spirit, and then you can use Herald of Ash. Another one that you will use from the start is Bone Shatter. So you will keep using it until the end game. Even in the end game, you are going to use it. So that's all. So you take this, Bone Shatter, Infernal Cry, Herald of Ash, and Leap Slam is a little bit later. So that's very simple. That's all what you need to do. And you can play until the end game. The only thing that you need to do is you need to just get Jeweler Orbs to get more support gems, get better gear, and that's it. So how does this look? So you will find on your way, you will find uncut support gems, you will find uncut skill gems, and you will find uncut spirit gems. So the spirit gems is for the Herald of Ash, so you can see it here. So if you get a 4, an uncut 4 one, you can make your Herald of Ash. Be sure that you do it, you get it where you get the 30 spirit on that king. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you get your first skill gem from this. So this is important that you get it. That's the only one that you need to get through the campaign, Herald of Ash. Then for the skills, so you take at the start, you take first Rolling Slam, that's more important than Bone Shatter. Then you take Bone Shatter. Then if you got access to uncut skill gems 3, you take Infernal Cry. Infernal Cry is very strong. It's going to power up your next attack, and so you do more damage. And then you will see you go further, and then the moment that you got access to uncut skill gems level 7, you can get Leap Slam. So that's very important. And then, yeah, you're done. So once that you got Leap Slam and you got Bone Shatter, you're done. And then for the support gems, so here it is, you need to get, let me have a look, Close Combat. That's with a support gem 2, an uncut one. You need to get this Premeditation, that's a 1. This 2, that's a 2. Then you need to get Overpower, but I'm not using at the moment. Devastate for your Bone Shatter. Holy Descent, very important for your Leap Slam. This is going to save your ass a lot of times. Then the next one, let's have a look. Impact Shockwaves, very, very important. I will explain the mechanic a little bit later. This is going to let you clear very easy the pacts. Herald of Ash, let me have a look. Do we got Cannibalism? Very important too, but you only can use it after Act 3 when you get 30 spirit more. But this is very important. And that's it. So I think I got them all, that's all. So what do you get at level 40? You will get this. So you start your Mace Strike with Lacerate and Close Combat, but at level 40 you got Brutality, Heft and Close Combat. Then you start Rolling Slam, you take everything from Leap Slam because you start Martial Tempo, very important on the Rolling Slam. It's going to lower the attack. You can use your... yeah, that's it. So just take this, Martial Tempo, and then you switch over to Leap Slam, and here you take Overpower. Holy Descent, very important. It's going to make concentrated ground, and it's going to double your life regen. And then you got Martial Tempo. That's it. And then for Bone Shatter, Impact Shockwave. That's very important. And then Devastate is very important, and Armor Explosion too. Just to clear the packs. This and this is going to destroy packs, and therefore it's so good. And then on Infernal Cry you can use Premeditation on it, and then a little bit later you can get Raging Cry on it too. And then Herald of Ash you can use Cannibalism, but only at Act 3, because you need to have 15 and 30 for the Herald of Ash, so you just need to click this, and then it's active. And then a little bit later, you can put Vitality on it if you got more Spirit. And then you're done. So that's it. So, and then you play through the campaign and you're done. So, what is going to synergize with what? And it's working really well. So, Bone Shatter and Leap Slam, and Bone Shatter and Rolling Slam works really well. Why? For this reason. So, you attack enemies with a melee strike. The strike will cause a heavy stun on enemies that are primed for stun. So what is primed for stun? By the way, they are going to buff that tomorrow. So if you push Alt and you go for primed for stun, so you will see on enemies at the top, you will see a bar. That's a stun bar. And for certain rarities, if you are on a certain percentage, so you can see it here, for normal enemies it's 40%, for magic enemies 60%, for rare 70%, and for unique 80%. So if you come on that moment, so you stun the enemies to a certain moment, and then you use Bone Shatter, you will do a heavy stun. That's a very important mechanic that you need to understand. Tomorrow they are going to lower the primed stun for every rarity with 10. So you prime enemies a lot quicker. So you use it, and on that moment this is going to happen. So you will use Impact Shockwave. So supported skill create an aftershock when they heavy stun an enemy, dealing the same damage to enemies within 2 meters. So what you're going to do is, you're going to explode packs with it. But you need to prime enemies, and you need to do a heavy stun with Bone Shatter. And that's how it works. It will, by the way, work on Rolling Slam too. So you do a Rolling Slam, you stun enemies. The moment that you use Bone Shatter when they are primed, with Impact Shockwave, they will explode. But why is Leap Slam better? First of all, it's a lot easier to play. It's because of this. Holy Descent. Holy Descent is going to heal your ass a lot and is going to save you a lot. And another very important one is Leap Slam is going have a stun up build. And if the armor is fully consumed, it's 500 more stun up. So it's a lot better for mobility and for prime stun enemies. Therefore, we are switching. It just plays a lot better. So that's what you need to do. So you just on enemies, you prime them, Bone Shatter, they explode with Shockwave. And in combination with Herald of Ash, that does overkill. The wave is getting bigger, and it's even getting bigger when the armor explosion is happening. But there are a couple of things that you need to understand. So you got in the tree, you got a lot of things that look like this. So stun build up. Because you need to build up the stun on enemies so that the stun bar is getting full. So with this, you can build it up quicker. So what do you need to do is, so you will go through the game and you will jump on enemies. I will show you guys it, that's a lot easier. So I will go now to Act 3 and I will show you guys it. And you will see that the bar goes full. Because what is the problem? If you stun too much, you heavy stun your enemies with Leap Slam. And then you cannot use your Shockwave anymore. Because they are already heavy stunned. So you need to try to prevent that. So what is making stun harder is stun build up and is damage. So, and then you need to play a little bit. And that can be complicated if you throw to the game. So what is the best case scenario? You jump. So here you can see they were not primed this time. So they don't explode because at the top you see the bar. Can I go to the top? Here at the top you see the stun bar. And they are not primed. Now they are primed. Did you guys saw it? Now they boom and they are gone. So if this is happening, so you go, you will level up. The enemies get stronger. They got more armor. So they got harder to get the stun up. You need to play a little bit with some things. First of all, you need to level up your Leap Slam. So they are going to buff that tomorrow too, so I think there will not be a problem. So with getting higher in level, you get more stun build up. If that is not enough and you think, fuck, I need to jump 3-4 times in a new area on enemies, I need to get more stun, you can just throw Overpower in it. Overpower, hits with support skills cause 50% more stun build up. That's going to solve a problem. If you still don't stun enough, you need to start taking notes like this. On the tree. You get a couple at the start, you can see it here. Increase stun build up. Until the white enemies are stunned on the bar, let's say for 60-70% if you jump on them. So here you can see, they were perfectly. A little bit more is perfect. Because you need to prime them, otherwise your Shockwave is not working. So you need to play with it, but you need to understand mechanic, because you need to do that a lot during the leveling. You cannot say, okay, this is it and it will work every time, because it depends on the DPS on your mace too. It depends on the DPS that you take on the talent tree. So you need to adjust a little bit. Another thing can happen too. For example, you leveled your Leap Slam too high, and you jump on enemies, but you don't prime them, but you just heavy stun them. Then you need to lower your stun build up, your damage, and you even need to lower your Leap Slam level. And then it will work. So that's the mechanic. I want to go into depth in the mechanic, because that's going to allow you to clear really fast the chapters. Because you need to understand that if you kill one-shot packs, jump, one-shot, jump, one-shot, it will go a lot quicker than before. So that's what you need to do, gem-wise. So gear-wise, there is not a lot important. I just took on this one what I got. This is important. So if you start leveling, get the Cultist Great Hammer. Why? Because he got a very good implicit. Strikes deal splash damage to targets within 1.8 meter. So it's going to, once again, AoE. So you got armor explosion, you got shockwave, you got this. So there is a lot that let stuff. You got Herald of Ash. 4 things are going to blow up packs. And that makes it so strong. And this is very good too, this small. You can see I'm using this from level 22. What is important on this? Increased physical damage, add physical damage, attack speed. And all the other stuff is just life regeneration, and get some resistance. It's not really important. I got here level 18 gear still on, and it works like a charm. But you need to understand Bone Shatter mechanic with primed stun and leap and rolling slam. That's very important. That's the key, that you understand that. So then the next. So how it's going to work. So I work a lot with regeneration. So even now I already got total life recovery per second 55. For me that's leveling wise with life the best skill. Legit. So if you run out of your flask and you only got 1, this is going to save your life a lot. With the Holy Descent on leap you will see. I got now 55, I leap. 132. Every second I just got 133 more life. It's going to save your ass a lot. So if you come on a rare, if you come on an end boss in the act, just jump and heal yourself. You're just healing yourself. Here is the concentrated ground from Holy Descent. And that is what it makes so strong. I like this a lot. Just get life recovery and you probably never will die. Of course, you need to get your cap resistance to 75 too, but you can see I got only fire 2% and I not even die anymore. So that's very important because you got so many mechanics that are so good. So a little bit later on Herald of Ash you will get cannibalism. So if you kill an enemy, you simply get tomorrow 2% back of your life. So if you kill 10 of them, you get 20% more. So there are a lot of layers that are very, very good defensive-wise. So you go for defensive, not really for offensive. So let's have a look now to the tree. So what do you need to do is this. So you start the tree. So life regeneration is important. Life is important. That you got enough stun. And movement speed is important too. Before I forget, get boots where you got increased movement speed up. That's very important. Because the faster you run, the better you will play through the campaign. Ignore stuff like this. Reduce attack speed, because it's going to reduce the speed of your leap. Don't take that. I don't take reduced attack speed. So when you start, you do this. You start here, you take those nodes. Why? They are life regeneration. Then you can come to here. This is very good. If you want to get a little bit more AoE, you take this. Then you come to here, once again life regeneration, take this node and here is attack speed. So attack speed, I told you guys we need to go fast. The faster you go, the faster you clear. That's simply how it is. Then you go to here, why I did go to here, because here, once again, regenerate life for every second. Very good. So just take this cluster, I will put a path of building link under this too, from this, by the way. If you don't have the movement speed, because I'm not only going to here for life regeneration, but if you go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here you got a very good cluster that is going to boost your movement speed with a lot. Increased movement speed with 3% if you've killed recently. Increased movement speed if you killed recently, 8%. And here is another one. Very good cluster. So if you don't have the luck to get movement speed on your boots, come to here. Then you come to here. You first go to Resolute Techniques that you don't miss anymore. This is very good too, life, and you take this. That's all. So that's what you need to do, and that's what I think the optimal start that you can do. If you want to have a little bit more stun built up, you go to here, you can take here. Because you need to prime the enemies. That's all what I can say, guys. And then you come here. So this is level 39. I'm 40. So what do you need to do? It's very simple playing. So you can see you heal a lot if you do this. So you jump in the pack, you prime them, and you kill them. So you can see this was primed. They explode. Primed again. This is perfect. It seems that my stun build-up is good. So you jump here. They are dead. That's how easy you can clear. I don't have superior gear because I just equip what I found. And that's what makes it so good. And you can see my speed is decent. I don't go slow. My jumping on my leap slam is fast. Why I'm saying that? Because if you don't do that, check. So here you got martial tempo. So if you click here, so my leap slam is, let me have a look, 1.28 seconds that it takes. If I unequip this, it's 1.45. Attack speed is influencing this a lot. Therefore, I took here the attack speed nodes too, and therefore I don't take reduced attack speed. Like I said, you need to go fast, you need to survive, you need to kill a lot of stuff at the same moment. Here you can see, beautiful, we killed it. There is still some room to improve, like this blue pack, I need to jump 2 times on it. You can see it here. It can happen, because I'm still using my mace from level 22. I need to get a little bit more damage on my mace. That's important. But you can see, this is on par with my level. Here we go. And that's why it's so good. So you just... Here, this pack is done. This pack is done. So, how can you see that enemies are primed? You can see them lighting up, I think. So now we can see they are primed, we can kill them. Shockwave is exploding. And that's how you need to do it, guys. And then I think that's the best way how you can get through the campaign really fast. If you do this, what I told you guys, it took me 5 hours, 5-6 hours to get to level 40. So my guess is I'm going to get 3-4 hours more. So I think if you do this, probably in 10-11 hours you will be in the end game. But you can see my stun at the moment is a little bit too low, because this is a normal one and I don't prime them with jumping on the leap slam. So I need to find a solution. I need to get my stun a little bit higher, or I just need to buy a new mace that is doing more damage. So let's do this. Going to show you guys it a little bit more, and then I'm going to end this video. Yeah, I jumped not on it. Here we go. They are dead. They are dead too. This dude is still alive. That's not a problem. So I'm going to throw him at the ground. Here we go. This was a very beautiful one. So that are hits that I like, that you destroy everything right away. Can we get one more big pack? Let's gather them a little bit up, because you can do that. Yeah, of course, it's a dead end, so let's do it like this. Here we go. And this is the last pack for the video. Yeah, I need to jump 2 times. Here we go. So that was it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have fun tomorrow with the new release. And I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.